Hey there, who is that? Hello, whoever you are. You may want to speak, you may not want to speak. So I'll just say hello to you. Happy Sunday to you, whoever you are. Happy Sunday to everybody. I'm feeding dogs. Yeah, I'm feeding dogs. So I apologize for the barking. But we have to feed the dogs. What you guys up to today? It's Sunday. It's easy breezy Sunday. Easy breezy like Sunday morning. But it's Sunday evening. I got kicked out of the stream yard. Of course, I got a phone call. I hope you guys are still here. See, Queen that says, "Hey, Lion." I mean, hey, Queen. Hey, Queen. Hey, Queen. Happy Sunday. I'm off tonight from work, thankfully. That's good. That's good, Queen. And Sonya says, "Hey, Lion's probably getting ready to jump on my treadmill." That's good, Sonya. That's good. I'm out here. I jump rope today. So I jump rope today, and I'm walking, but it's about to start raining. So I'm still doing a walk for my cool down, but instead of a jog or run today, I jump rope. Hey, Queen and hey, Sonya. Queen and Sonya speaking to each other. So instead of my entree today was jump roping. Yes, it was jump roping. So I'm really doing a slow walk. Whenever I jump rope, I have to put on my brace or my runner's bands. I put my runner bands on because hitting the concrete like that over and over and over, you can get tendonitis, bursitis. So yeah, I put those on. Hey, Cool Gamer. Cool Gamer says, "Hey, everybody." So yes, it feels so good out here now. It was raining really hard, so I decided to jump rope as my exercise today. So that's what I did today, and now I'm just still kind of cooling down. It feels good out here. The temperature has dropped, so that's great. Let's see. I'm looking on the trees to see what I see. I see some small pears. I'm still looking at the pear tree, y'all, trying to see what the pears are going to do. But how has your weekend been? How is everybody? Did you guys have a great weekend? Sonya says the weather here is very pleasant. It's 78. I think it's about that here now, Sonya, with the rain and stuff. It's windy, it's breezy, it feels so good. It feels like it's about 78 degrees right now. It definitely feels like it's in the 70s. So it's supposed to be hot again this week, not as hot as it was last week. It's not supposed to be as hot as it was last week. So I'm thinking that I've been liking my evening. I've been liking doing my cardio in the evenings a lot more since the summer. So I may do something in the morning. I may do something in the evening. I'm not sure yet. And I may do my elliptical. So if I'm doing my elliptical, it really doesn't matter. That's the good thing about the elliptical. I think she's mad at me. I hadn't been on her. Well, you know what? I was on her yesterday. I did my elliptical yesterday. Yep, I did my elliptical yesterday, but I haven't been on it much lately since it's been hot. I've been outside. Even though it's been hot, I've been outside and I've been trying to exercise when it cools down. Sonya says the weather here is very pleasant. Okay, I read that. 78. Your weekend was great. That's good. That's good. Queen says it's 88 over here. See, you got PT tomorrow. Oh, do you have PT on Monday due to the holiday, Sonya? I may be wrong, but isn't your PT usually on Tuesday and Thursday? Girl, you know I might have it mixed up. Is your PT Tuesday and Thursday? If so, are you doing it Monday due to July 4th holiday? That's a good temp, Queenin. Believe it or not, 88 sounds hot, but we've been having a heat wave. It's been like 100. 105, 110. I think it's been the hottest maybe in Texas, some parts of Texas. Yeah, it's been really hot. Sonya has PT tomorrow at 9:20. 9:20. What's up, Smooth? What's up, bro? Hey, Lions Pride. What's going on with you, Smooth? Glad to have you in the chat. Glad to have each and every one of you guys in the chat. I appreciate it. Just checking in. I was going to jog today, but it's been raining off and on, and I didn't want to get out there in the rain and then end up sniffing and all this stuff, because some people believe that the only way to catch a cold is to encounter a virus. Some people believe you encounter a virus, or you the changing of the weather, the switch up on the temperature. So, a cold is a virus, but I do truly believe that switch up on the temperature. How many of you guys have ever been like in the heat in the summertime, and then you walk into like a cold grocery store or something like that, and you start to sneeze? And then, when you leave out of that grocery store, it's like later on that night, you're still sneezing. Like you're still sneezing. And most likely you haven't come in contact with the virus. At least you don't think so. And so I think the fluctuation in weather can be, just like it can work on your sinuses, you can catch a cold. Everybody's speaking to We the Plug. Chilling, raining in Kentucky. I hear you. I think everybody is kind of in that spell of rain and heat. I think across the United States, we have a heat wave going on, a little heat wave in certain areas. And for the past week, I think since like last weekend to this weekend, it's been like stormy weather in a lot of places. Yes, Sonya, I truly do. I know that, of course, you have to come into contact with the cold virus, but I truly believe that when the weather switches up on your body like that, You can't get a cold from that. You can't get a cold because it starts off with that sneezing, and the next thing you know, you have a little slight cold. Smooth says, "Hey everyone in the chat." Queena says it could be allergies, especially going in the grocery stores. They don't always clean the vents. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Queena. But I hear a lot of people say that they'll go into the grocery stores and they get over in the it's so cold, like especially people who are cold natured. And it's like if their body temp doesn't adjust to that cold, they leave out of there, and they have a cold later on in the day. And that is true too, because in your homes and any facility that you go into, if the vents aren't clean, that can definitely affect your allergies, especially if you're a person who has allergies anyway. It doesn't matter what season it is. If it's a place that has different allergens floating around like that, it can definitely affect that too. So what you guys got planned for the week? I know we have another federal holiday. We have the 4th of July, Tuesday. So if you're working, is anybody going to be off on Tuesday? If you're going to be off, what are your plans? Do you have, are you just going to chill and just take the day off? A lot of times when people have jobs that let them off on the holiday, they don't grill, they don't do anything, they don't cook, they don't do anything. They just chill. So how many of you guys are just going to chill? How many of you are going to grill? So are you going to do both? Are you going to chill? Are you going to grill? Are you going to do both? Are you going to wait until somebody else finishes grilling? That's the best option to me. Sue says, "Hey." Oh, Queen says, "Yes, that's true." You'll be working, Queen? Really? So will you get to spend any of the day just kind of relaxing? Are you working your regular hours? Sonya, you're going to chill out? I know that's right, Sonya. Yeah, Sonya retired. So Sonya can just chill. It doesn't matter if it's a holiday. It doesn't matter if it's what day of the week it is. Sonya can just chill. She can chill. Okay. You know what, Queen? Sometimes, the holidays are the best times to go to work. Especially around the Christmas holidays, the Thanksgiving holidays. People are in giving moods. And you can't, like most jobs, you can't take money, from the people that come and patronize your business or the people that you provide a service to. It's unethical to take money, and your jobs don't let you do that. But around the holidays, like I said, especially the Christmas holidays, New Year's, Thanksgiving, and all that, people come in and they bring you goodies. They bring you goodies to the job. You're working till 7 p.m. Okay. Well, yeah, you'll be working most of the day, but after 7 is when most of the big fireworks and all the celebration starts for those who celebrate. So if you celebrate, that's when all the fireworks and things like that start. But yeah, like if you work, you can't, well, you aren't supposed to take money. And even if you could, I don't think I would, because, sometimes when you're providing a service for people and then they give you, you're being paid through your job, and then they come in, they give you a little bit extra. Sometimes they want you to provide a little bit extra service. And, depending on the number of people you serve, you can't always do that. So, yeah. But the holidays, they might bring in donuts, candy, cake. They bring in goodies, little knickknacks and stuff for everybody who had to work that day. And then it's kind of, the vibe is usually nice because the only people at work tends to be the administration. At work is not the administration. The administration is at home. So nobody's like on edge, waiting to see if the boss is going to come around, waiting to see if the supervisor's checking everybody out. I usually work till 7, but I've been working every day because we've been shorthanded. Wow, really? A lot of the service jobs are shorthanded. A lot of them. A lot of service jobs are shorthanded. A lot of jobs in general are shorthanded. Yeah, I had to spray. I had to spray myself again. It feels good outside, but when you're out here too long, these bugs wanna take hold. They want to take hold of you. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. Treats are nice. I usually bring treats for my fellow coworkers. Yes, Queen, and that's, you know what? Right. Not even just the people that you're servicing or, depending on what field you're in, the coworkers are nicer on the holidays. Like, you get coworkers that'll bring in treats and stuff like that. That day, everybody kicks back and relaxes. And it's just a nice day. It's a good vibe. So yeah, if you do have to work on the holidays, and especially if it matters to you, like to some people, they don't really mind. Like they don't mind working on the holidays. To them, especially if they get like time and a half or double time for working the holidays, so they don't really mind. So for them, to work the holidays is okay. They're like, oh my gosh, I just got finished feeding my dogs. Now these neighbors feeding his dogs, and they about to get in a competition, y'all. They about to have a barking competition. They do this all the time. So yeah, your co-workers bring you something to eat. You bring some. Yeah, they told the dog to go to bed. They bring and it's just nice. So sometimes working on the holidays doesn't have to be a bummer. Working on the holidays can be really fun, truthfully. I like them to know I appreciate them, so I bring some treats. Right, Queenie. Sonia says, I'm still here listening while working out. Okay, yeah, you did. You just got on your treadmill, didn't you, Sonia? What kind of fur baby do you have? Girl, it's Queenie. They're not babies. They pits. They pits. And they really aren't mine. But have you ever what would you call it? Pet sit? I pet sit for my cousin. He's out of town. So he'll be back. He'll be back tomorrow evening. So I do keep them sometimes so that they'll be used to me. Because pets are finicky. And it's best to know you. It's best that they know you, and it's best that you know them. So yeah, I'm really just kind of babysitting. Yes, I'm kind of babysitting. Yep. Because he doesn't trust. He only trusts certain people to watch him, and his brother was also out of town. So it was like, oh my gosh. I was like, do I have to? He was like, I would like for you to. So I was like, okay, I got it. He was like, what was the point of you getting to know him if you can't never watch him for me? He was like, sometimes I need a pet sitter. Don't forget to give him some treats. Yeah. They came out here and fed them. The kids came out here and fed them. It's two of them. They're real quiet right now. In fact, I need to go see what they're doing. They may be asleep because just a minute ago, the neighbors, their dogs were barking, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're gonna start this war. They're gonna start this competition. But they have not flinched. They haven't said a word, so they may be asleep. I'm gonna go in here and look. They may be asleep. Or they may be over it. They may be over. They can be like humans. They can be like us. They may be over all the noise. Yes, y'all. But I'm glad everybody had a great weekend. I hope you have a great week. I hope you guys have a great week. Start your week off as positive as possible. Start your week off right. Think of your week as a party. You go to a party looking to have a good time. So start your week off looking to have a good week, a great week, a wonderful week. Start your week off right. Start it off right. Claim that it'll be great. And If you do encounter any kind of rough patches, just brush them off, brush them to the side, brush them to the side. We're going to see what we're going to talk about this week. I'm going to see what we're going to talk about this week when I do my cool down. There's so much we can talk about. There's so many things in life we can talk about. You guys, if you have any topics or anything that you want to talk about, as long as it's not too controversial, put it in the chat or leave it in the comment section when I end the live. My cats are sleeping now. They just had some cat weed nip, and they darting and running around the whole house. Now they just crashed and they're knocked out cold. Look, that's how you have to do, Queenie. It's just like us. Once we eat, it's over, right? We're knocked out. And even if we don't go to sleep, we're somewhere relaxing. We're somewhere chilling with a remote and we're relaxing, or with the phone, or with the TV, with a book, with a magazine. We're doing something. Once we eat, we're chilling for a little bit. Hey, Regina. Just stopping by to show support. I appreciate you, Regina. We're just winding down this weekend. Regina, I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you have a great week. Like I just told them, think of your week as a party. Everybody loves going to a great party, a good party. So think of your new week as a party. You're going to have a party starting tomorrow. Claim yourself a good week. Claim good vibes and positive energy. And of course, we know that we're going to encounter some rough patches, but with prayer and perseverance, you get through those, you kick them to the side, and you keep going. You keep going. We're trying to figure out what we're going to talk about this week on my lives when I cool down. I jump rope today for my exercise, so I'm just kind of walking around now. Regina says, hello, Queenin. Queenin says, yes, that full belly makes us tired. I know, right? That full belly makes you tired. Queenin says, hey, Regina. Yes, Queenin. It's like that's all you can do. You know, you go into the week thinking positive, with a positive outlook. And we're living in this thing called the world. Okay? We're living in the world. So we know that we're going to encounter some rough patches during the week. But with prayer and perseverance, we'll get through them. We'll get through them. Oh, you're welcome, Regina. You're welcome. I said the weekend is the time. The weekend flies so fast, y'all. The Saturday and Sunday. I mean, Friday, you're getting off if you work or whatever you're doing Friday, and you're thinking, okay, the weekend is here. Next thing you know, it's Sunday evening, it's Sunday night, and we're getting prepared for Monday. You know, even if you don't work, it's just like, you know, it's a new week. You're blessed and grateful and happy to see a new week. But it's like, okay, let's go. Let's go. Because, you know, I guess it's just like the weekend. You look so forward to just having some relaxation, some you time, and some, you know, time to do extra things. Time to maybe even take a little small vacation. You know, a little 2-hour drive or something away from your usual place, and then come back on Sunday and just get refreshed and be ready for the week. Regina says, hello, we the plug. Smooth, bro. If you still in here, Regina says, hello. Queenie says, yeah, they work ain't always easy. Yeah, work is not always easy. I meant the world. Oh, the world. I thought you were talking about work. Yes, the world isn't always easy. But you know what? We just got to pray to the one who has his hands on the world. We have to pray about it and pray through it all. That's what we have to do. It helps. And along with that, use the tools that he gave us. You know, use the tools that he gave us to use. I know sometimes people have things like anger management problems, or they're very impatient, they're short patience. And sometimes things, you know, for those people, things really seem like they can go left sometimes when they don't go your way. Think about those people who have patience. You know, they encounter some of those same problems. But at the end of the day, they'll tell you sometimes getting overly angry about things, it doesn't help. It sometimes it often makes it worse because then you're just adding more stress. So do some things like meditation, listening to music, even shopping, even do some stress relieving activities. I think we talked about that once before. I think I may talk about that tomorrow. Like, you guys tell me some things that you do to relieve stress. Tell me some things that you do to calm yourself when you feel yourself going from a 1 to a 10. What are some things that you do to calm yourself when you feel yourself going from 1 to 10? And some people, they can't do anything. Like, some people lose control easily. And, some people are okay with admitting that. And, and they tell you, they look for ways to control their anger, to not be so easily angered, to increase their patience. So we can talk about things like that. What do you do to keep your demeanor, to keep a calm demeanor? And if you lose it, if you snap, if you go off, what do you do to bring yourself back? What do you do to bring yourself back to that level place, to that right place? Hey, Brian, how you doing, Brian? Welcome to the live. Glad to have you. Glad to have each and every one of you guys. Please, you're commenting already. I appreciate that. So that's the support. I mean, you can do any of the 4: like, comment, share, and subscribe. Anything supports. Anything supports. If you don't want to do anything but comment in this live, that's support, and I appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of you, because you could be somewhere else doing something else, but you've come here, whether you've been here for a minute, 10 minutes, or the whole 27 minutes that I've been on so far. Swimming, walking, and praying. Regina says hello, Brian. Queen says hello, Brian. And Sonia says exercise helps me. Sonia, it does. It does. Now, and exercise didn't always help me, because I was just so focused on like the exercise. So it was like when my patients were really, really short, the exercise didn't help me at first. But then I just said to myself after a while, I feel so good when I'm done. Even if I start off and I was like, something had made me mad or something, and I start to exercise. And I just thought about it. I'm like, you feel much better when you're done. So why not focus on letting exercise be a stress reliever? Because honestly, it's naturally a stress reliever. It's naturally a stress reliever. And when I start to see that and feel that, like, hey, I feel a lot better now that I've exercised, then I start to use it as a stress reliever. I start to say, you know what, I can focus on this being a stress reliever more. If something makes you upset or angry, you may still be upset or angry once you exercise, but hopefully just the focus on what you are doing will hopefully make things a little bit better. Hopefully it'll make you feel better. It may not make the situation better, but hopefully it'll make you feel better. I think I said that last week. If you look at a boxer or a runner, the first thing they do it all the time to train anyway, but the first thing they do when they get angry or upset is that they go and they start punching the bag. They punch the boxing bag, or they go for a run, they go for a swim. So I feel like if you can focus on those things and allow those things to help you in times of distress, like when you're upset, when you're mad, sometimes we have to learn to put things down. Like when you're angry and when you're upset, I've come to realize for me that putting something like the phone, putting that down, it starts to help. That's the first thing you can do to help yourself. Queen says, had to switch devices, my phone died. Okay, Queen. We're still here. I'm still here for a few more minutes. Brian says, did all 3. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. Brian speaking to Regina. Brian says, oh, that's so true. What's Queen saying? Back in the day, I'd write or draw. Now I cook or work in the garden if I get stressed. Right. Those are great stress relievers. I think the past 3 weeks I've been talking about things. 3 weeks ago, I think now I talked about, 3 weeks ago, we talked about goals, whether they be short-term or long-term. Then we talked about broadening our horizons, which that could go back into the thing about goals. Not necessarily, but it can. And then last week we talked about money, like things we do to make extra money, things we do to spend money, and how do we spend money? Hold on, y'all. How do we spend money, on ourselves and our family? So I think this week we can talk about stress relief. Like, what do you do to relieve stress? What are some of the things that you do to relieve stress? Yes. If you guys are giving a lot of great answers in the chat already. So if you can think of any more things that you do to relieve stress, guess what? We can take those things and we can share them with other people this week. Because what I want people to do is like I was saying, what do you do to relieve stress? Well, tell me, like, we want to share those things with other people, because some people, they don't really do anything to relieve stress. Honestly, some people don't really do anything to relieve stress. They just, they just deal with it. They just kind of battle it. I think you should do something to do it to help with relieving stress, because if you don't, stress can often lead to depression. Let's see, back in the day, I see that. Brent says, right, Sonya, and you sleep well too. Brent says, that's nice, Queen, and I crochet and I have a vegetable garden also. Yes. Y'all go over there and check Queen out. Queen is a content creator too. She has some nice videos up. She has her fur babies up. She has she shows us some of her dishes that she makes, and she has vegetables as well. So yes, y'all go over there and check her out. She has a garden. She shows Queen has a really great channel. It's pleasant, it's nice, and it's positive. So please check out Queen the Salads. When I get back inside, I'm going to leave this live running for a few minutes so that I can drop Queen's link, so that I can drop Regina Stokes' link. And who else was in here? Cool Gamer. And Sonya, do you want me to drop your link? I think I asked you that before. Oh, yeah. Smooth. I want to drop We the Plug. I'm going to drop his link. So, yes, just let me know. You guys, Sonya isn't a content creator, but she has subscribers. So go over there and subscribe to her. If she ever decides to create content, she'll have a good jump start, a good head start. Queen says, a nice run is good to release stress. I used to run track. I can still really, Queen. And Queen says, I can still run. Don't get it twisted. Queen, you can still run. I hear you. You're okay. Okay, Sonya. Yes, I will share. I will drop your link then. At the end of this live, y'all, I will drop my mod, Sonya. I will drop her link. Sonya, I'm going to have to say this. I love every mod I have. I think I only have 4, but Sonya is my number 1 mod because she catches, I can count the lives that she doesn't catch. I'll put it like that. She doesn't catch every single live, but I can count the lives that she doesn't catch. And she still catches it because she comes back and leaves me a comment on the replay. And that said, Rock Just Living and Jill's Comfort Zone and Chef Finest Wine. I think those are my mods. And they, they are great mods as well. They catch a lot of my lives and they come back sometimes and leave something on the replay as well. And those are 4 people who I've truly enjoyed getting to know. I'm glad that I've come in contact with them on this app because those 4 people are really great people. Sonya, Rock Just Living, Chef Finest Wine, Jill's Comfort Zone. So I'm going to drop their links as well because they all have channels. Lucinda Baxter is a great content creator. She's always sharing positive information, uplifting information. Rock is always vlogging. Kicking It with Lynn is always supportive. I love Kicking It with Lynn. She's not a mod on my channel, but she's another content creator that comes over here often and she shows great support. Who else? It's Melissa B. She has funny content. I love Melissa's content. She talks about other content creators sometimes, but that's not all she does. She takes us on shopping hauls. She blogs. She does a lot of things. So, and that's what I like about all of the people I just named. They have a variety of content. Hours podcast. Who is Nicole's perspective? My Leo sis, Nicole. Nicole has an old soul. Nicole has some of those old sayings. So yeah, there's a lot of people on here. And guys, I always say, if there's someone in the chat that you don't click with, that you don't get along with, look, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Just don't bother each other. Bothered people bother people. So if you're not bothered, then don't bother people. Bothered people bother people. And if you're not bothered, don't bother people. It's easy. It's easy to have peace, positivity, and prosperity. Hey, Cooks with Love. Hey, Spiky. Hey, y'all. Hey. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Y'all go over there and check out Spiky. Spiky is a gamer. That may not be how she. I guess she may not say that may not be her niche, but that's what she does a lot of. And I love watching her when she's doing her games, when she uploads her gaming videos. Cooks with Love is kind of like a variety channel. She cooks with us sometimes. She takes us on little hauls sometimes. She went and she took us to the farm. I think it was her brother's farm. That was a really nice farm. So go over there and check her out as well. Like I said, I will drop everybody's link. I really enjoy each of the people I've named, but I enjoy a lot of other people as well. I really, really do. Says Spiky's coming in. Who was Lucy? Lucy, is Lucinda in here on Queenie? Did I miss her? Maybe not. Maybe you shout her out because I mentioned her name. I don't see her. But yes, please check out Lucinda Baxter as well. Queenie says, "Hey, Cooks with Love." Cook says, "I've missed a lot while I was on vacation." Okay, well, where were you at, Cooks? And was it Kentucky? Spiky says it's just random at the moment. I've been on bed rest, so I haven't been working. Oh, okay, Spiky. Are you better, Spiky? Whatever had you on bed rest, are you feeling better? Oh, yes, she is, Queen, and she is so sweet. Lucinda will find your information. If there's anything that you're talking about you need in the chat, Lucinda will find the information. Lucinda will find that information and she will drop that information for you. And if you go to her channel, you'll find a lot of information on her channel. She's very informative. She shares a wealth of information on different topics. Okay, I had to see what he was talking about. I don't know that place. But yes, I love all of those people I named. And yes, please feel better, Spiky. I don't know what's going on. We don't need to know exactly what's going on unless you share that. But what we do know is that we want you to feel better. We definitely want you to feel better. Brian says, I'm subscribed now at Queenan. Okay, so you were able to find Queenan without me dropping the link, Brian. That's good. Okay, Cooks with Love says Kentucky with family. Okay, I thought that's what I heard you say in the video, that your brother had a farm and you were in Kentucky. Queenan says, thank you, Brian. Brian is a great supporter, Queenan. She really, really is. She's fair. She has a wealth of knowledge. She brings to situations. She is a great supporter. She definitely is. So I just wanted to come in and check with you guys to see how your weekend was and to wish you all a great week. Again, it's life. I know that we're going to encounter negative people. Sometimes we're going to be negative. But you know, like I always say, we know ourselves. We know our flaws. Sometimes we don't always admit our flaws. But if you want to be honest with yourself, always be willing to admit when you're wrong. Always be just as well as when you're right. You know, as eager as you are to admit that you're right, I know you won't be that eager to admit when you're wrong. But always be willing to take a look and self-evaluate in any situation. Um, that's a hard thing for a lot of people, saying I was wrong. You know what? That's a topic too. What is it hard for you to say? Some people have a hard time saying no. Some people have a hard time, believe it or not, some people have a hard time saying yes. But some people have a hard time acknowledging when they were wrong. And some people have a hard time acknowledging their flaws. They really do. Like I said, one of mine, I'm not really a patient person. And I'm trying to get a lot better with that. But yes, that's a flaw that I have. You guys know how when you go on a job, to a job interview, and on the application or during the interview, they ask you what are your strong points, and then they ask you what are your weaknesses. You'd be amazed at how many people have to lie about what they feel their weakness is. You know, some of them aren't lying. Some of them are telling the truth. But if you ask them to say it out loud, they would never admit it out loud. Some of them truly can't come up with a weakness. Now, personality-wise, if you can't come up with a weakness in your personality, then I don't know, you might need to do some self-evaluating. And when I say weakness, I don't mean something like, oh, I'm too nice. I don't mean that. I mean something like I just said, my patience are short. I've worked on that. They're a lot better now. But they were short for years. I was born that way. You know, some of the things that are in us are just in us, but we can work on them, and we can maybe not get rid of the ways that we have, but we can improve the ways that we have. Yes, you all have a peaceful night, YouTube, Brian, and a fantastic tomorrow. Queen says, blessings, Lions Pride, blessings, chat. Good night, beautiful people. Good night, Queen, and good night. Queen says, that's true. It's hard for many to accept responsibility for their actions. That's absolutely correct, Queen. A lot of people, when you, like I said, you look at them on a job application or in an interview, they cannot tell you what their weaknesses are. They have a hard time defining. They'll tell you what their strong points are or what they consider to be their strengths. I know you guys have heard of SWOT, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So a lot of people have a hard time being truthful with themselves about their weaknesses. Like I said, they'll pick something like, I'm too nice, or maybe something like, but I'm too nice. I'm trying to think of a kind of like a generic one that people feel like it's safe to say. And honestly, yeah, of course, nobody wants to hear you say, well, I argue a lot. That's a weakness. No job wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. But like, okay, you can say conflict resolution is a weakness of mine if you're trying to apply for a job. Well, guess what? That doesn't mean they won't hire you because you may have skills. They may just hire you and put you in a particular position. You know, it doesn't mean if you say conflict resolution is a weakness, that doesn't mean that absolutely mean that they won't hire you. Now, does that mean that they don't want you starting trouble at work? Yes, they don't want you starting trouble at work, but it may be a place in that business for you still. You may not have to work with a lot of people, and they may train you for that position. So instead of like kind of trying to water down what your weakness is by saying something like, I'm too nice, you know, you don't want to tell all of your business, but just give them something that's reasonable. You know, give them a weakness that's reasonable. You're welcome, Spiky. Good night, Sonya. Yeah, give them a weakness that's reasonable. Like, you can say, I don't perform well under intense stress, you know, or intense, like, I don't, you know, that can be, they'll put you in a place where they don't really need you to help them meet deadlines. You know what I'm saying? So telling people on the job what your weaknesses are, being truthful about it is a lot better than lying about it, because y'all would not believe how many applications I've seen in a place where when it comes to strengths and weaknesses, everybody could list 3 strengths, but nobody could list any weaknesses. Like they would have nothing. When they say list your weaknesses, they wouldn't list a thing. They wouldn't list anything at all. Or like I said, they list something that's kind of watered down or generic, like I'm too nice, or I don't know how to say no. You know, they list stuff like that. Yeah, believe it or not, I can't think of a lot more of the more generic ones, But it's those are the main two. I've seen people say that they're too nice. That's a weakness, which it can be. It can be. And they've said, I don't know how to say no. But once they get on the job, you see that their weakness is they don't work well with others. And it may not be that they don't work well with others, but they don't work well with 10. But they may work great with 3. Something like that. They might just put you to work by yourself. Exactly. Because they know that you like that. And if they have a position where you can do that, as long as you're skilled and you're qualified to do what they need you to do, they'll still put you to work. Sonia says, I'm still here. I was saying goodnight to the to the ones who left. Okay, Sonia, thank you. Thank you for still being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, so sometimes, you can tell them your weaknesses and they may have the perfect place for you. Sometimes people, jobs have positions where they need people to be by themselves or work by themselves. And they may not be able to find somebody who likes to work in the booth for 8 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like they're in a booth or something like that for 8 hours. They're the only one in the booth. And they only leave the booth to take breaks, like lunch break, restroom break. And, if it's like absolutely necessary. A lot of people don't like to work like that. So they probably hire people who tend to never be in their spot. They're not, they go, they look for them or they call for them and they're never in the booth. Well, if you're someone who likes to work solo dolo, and if you say, well, my weakness is that I don't really like working with a large group, hey, they may put you in the booth and that may be just what you want. That may be what you want. So yes, be able to recognize your own faults and your own flaws. Now, being able to recognize them doesn't mean to beat yourself up over them. But if they're really bad, then you do need to beat yourself up a little bit because you need to get it together. You need to get it together, okay? If they're really bad, be able to recognize your flaws. Be able to recognize your weaknesses. Be able to recognize the things that you're not too proud of. And some people will recognize it and they know their flaws, but they don't like to admit it out loud. So, that said, I also, again, I want you to be able to, I don't even have to really probably preach that. There are some people who don't give themselves enough credit. So just like I said, be able to recognize the weaknesses and things like that. Also be able to recognize your strong points. Give yourself credit. Pat yourself on the back sometimes. Sometimes you need to be pat on the back, and sometimes nobody else is doing it for you. So that's when you pat yourself on the back. Hey, Steve, welcome. Checking in, peace and blessings. Steve speaking to Spiky. Yeah, sometimes you have to, just like I said, you need to be able to recognize your flaws and your weaknesses. Be able to recognize those just as much as you recognize your strong points and the positive things that you do. There is a subsection of people who they're really great people and they never give themselves a pat on the back. So, sometimes never be afraid to give yourself a pat on the back either. Never, ever be afraid to give yourself a pat on the back. Do that as well. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to get my other phone and I'm going to drop links. So I would like for you guys to continue to chat in the chat in the live. If you missed this live and you come across this video, please watch some part of it. All of it if you'd like, but you don't have to watch all of it. Just support any way you can. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. And once you subscribe, tap that notification bell so you'll know the next time I go live. I go live several times a week during my Let's Walk and Talk, where I do my cool down. Today, my exercise was jump rope. I jump rope because I really wanted to jog, but it was raining really hard. So I jump rope instead. And I've been thinking about doing some of my weight training exercises on here, but it doesn't allow me the opportunity to chat with you guys as much as when I do my cool down. Hold on a second. Okay, do you guys hear me? Okay, yeah, I'm back. Yeah, it doesn't give me a chance to chat with you guys as much if I do my weight training, my strength training exercises. So I always do my cardio, and I come on here and do my cool down. Even when I'm on my elliptical, I tend to like to do my cool down on here because I can go slower and I can see the comments a little bit better as long as the phone is close enough so that I can see. Again, I hope you had a great week last week. I hope you had a great weekend. I pray and hope that you're all safe this week. If you have kids or grandkids and you're taking them out to see fireworks, if you're going to be the firework guy or gal, hey, y'all be safe. Be safe, be safe, be safe. Take care of your kids, your grandkids. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. I really, really stress that you be safe. And I'm wishing all of you a happy holiday season, not holiday season, but happy 4th of July. A happy 4th of July if you celebrate that. And again, I appreciate you guys for coming into the live. I'm going to drop everybody's link that came into the live. That's what I like to do at the end. I know sometimes you have channels that they mod up everybody and they drop their own links, but I don't really believe in doing that because mods have a great bit of authority. They have a great bit of authority. And we're always kind of like under 10 or 20 in here. So we're just in here trying to enjoy each other, trying to drop nuggets. I always say we're dropping nuggets so that someone in the live or someone during the replay can pick up a nugget or two, or they can drop one of their own. You know, I just want you guys to think about this week, things that you do to relieve stress. And how does it work for you? You can even leave ideas about things that you tried that didn't work, because guess what? When you throw the idea out there, it may work for someone else. So Steve is speaking to everybody. I'm gonna let the live play a little while, and I'm gonna go back through here and share everybody out. And I wish you guys again a great week. I wish you all peace, positivity, and prosperity. Without peace, there's chaos. Without positivity, there's negativity. And when you got chaos and negativity, you can't prosper. You don't prosper. And if you do, you slow your prosperity down. You just don't prosper correctly, I'll say. You may not even slow it down, but you may not prosper the way you would like. And then sometimes people don't even know. They don't even know that they're participating in chaos. They don't even know that they're being negative. So whoever you encounter this week, give them a kind word. Even if they're not receptive, you've done your part. My great-granddad always taught me, it don't hurt a person to smile. You never know who needs it, especially if it's a kid, especially if it's a toddler, especially if it's a little child. You may see him running around the store with his parent, holding on to his hand and looking kind of quiet. Just give them a smile. Everybody's nice to kids, right? Be nice to a child. Be nice to a child. Because believe you me, you just never know. You just never know. So try your best to do your part. We can't save the world, but we can do our part. I have enjoyed you guys. We've been on here almost an hour. I jump rope for like 30 minutes. Came on here, thought I would be on here for like 20 minutes. And I've been on here almost an hour. So I appreciate you guys. Again, I appreciate you. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tap the notification bell so that you'll know the next time I go live or upload a video. I'm mostly a shorts channel, but I do enjoy going live after I exercise just to connect and to talk with you guys. I love the vibe of my chat. Please be positive. Please enjoy each other. And if you happen, I always put this disclaimer right there. If you happen to come across someone in the chat that you do not get along with, just don't bother them. Don't bother each other. The next thing you know, you guys could be chatting and laughing and having a good time. You just never know. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. 5 more minutes. Okay, Sonya, look. Sonya, I remember when you said that you were about to get on your treadmill, and just 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes and you're done. I guess I'll be on here 5 more minutes, dropping these links. So again, if you come across the video, just leave a comment in the chat. If I see it, I'm going to respond to it. If you don't catch the live, watch the replay. Watch 2 minutes, 20 minutes, 50 minutes, 55 minutes. However much you give me, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. If it's 1 minute, if it's 30 seconds, whatever it is, I appreciate it. Okay, I just saw Spiky coming, so let me start with Spiky. Let me start with Spiky. My phone is freezing. Okay, let's see. Go back to Spiky. And again, I'm a shorts channel. I love shorts. I love animals. That's what you're going to see. But if you see me live, please come join the live. I would greatly appreciate it. So there's Spiky. Sonya says, yep, I'm doing 45 minutes. That's 2 miles on my treadmill. Okay, that's good. That's great, Sonya. Let's see. So yeah, y'all go over there and check out Spiky. Over there and check out Sonya. Steve Gilmore. You guys go over there and check out Steve Gilmore. He gives very, 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 very encouraging lives. He's a very positive person. He gives encouraging information. And if there's any particular channel that you don't, their niche may be something that you don't really like. And that's okay. But if it's positive, why not just, subscribe to them? Subscribe to them and check on them every now and again and support them. Got Queenin the salads. Y'all go over there and check out Queenin. She works in her garden. She shares her fur babies. She shares her meals. I wish she could literally send those meals, cyber send those meals to us. Let's check out Queenin. Who else? Regina Stokes came through here. So let me see Cooks with Love. Y'all go over there and check out Cooks with Love. I have known Cooks with Love, I think, ever since I've started going live. She's a very positive lady, very sweet lady. So y'all go over there and check out Cooks with Love. There she goes. I'm looking for Regina and Cool Gamer. There's Regina. Y'all go over there and check out Regina Stokes. She's also a very encouraging person. She supports and shares people's content. She goes live as well. So there you go. There's Regina. So I can't go any. Regina is doing okay. I know it was Cool Gamer. I think it was Cool Gamer. If it was anybody else, I'm so sorry. I can't go back any further in the chat. So whoever came to support me today, whether you be a content creator or a subscriber, I appreciate you. Let's see, I know how to find Cool Gamer. You're done, Sonya? Hey, that's good. You're done. And look, now I ended up like 18 seconds and it'll be an hour. 18 seconds and it will be an hour. If I can find Cool Gamer, and it's taking me 18 seconds to find Cool Gamer. I had to go to my subscription list because I couldn't go back there. There's Cool Gamer. Couldn't go back through the comments. Okay, there's Cool Gamer. Smooth. That's right, Smooth. Gotta do Smooth. I knew it was somebody. It felt like it was somebody else that I had not shared yet. Let's see, We the Plug. There it is. Okay, so y'all go over there and please subscribe to We the Plug LLC. Your boy Smooth. Please, please, please go over there and listen to some of his music. Support him in any way that you can. So there he is, and that's it. That's it. Sonya finished. Sonya's done. We're done. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I enjoyed myself. Again, thank you for helping me to make this live. It's a joint effort. It's a joint effort. It's a joint effort. We have to remember that. This is a joint effort. It's not just the content creator. It's you guys as well. It's the subscribers, the supporters. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. And again, I wish you all peace, positivity, and prosperity. Don't let bothered people bother you. And don't you be out there bothering anybody. Do good. Say hello to someone. Smile at someone. Buy someone a meal. Buy them a dinner. Just do something. Pay it forward. Pay it forward. You'll get it back. You'll get it back tenfold. All right. Bye, y'all.